Guys, another week football down. Good to have you. Welcome back to the Therapy Circle. Bill, that was an impressive game you had there with that backup QB. Huh? My bad. Sorry, I'm trying to reset the play clock so we won't get a penalty. I'm about to lose my job. Kenny, how you doing? Yeah, I'm screwed. What the heck is that smell? It's not me. It's not me. It must be Melvin. I don't stink. I just can't hold on to the ball. It's probably me. I stink. But hey, at least my defense showed up. They didn't play well, but they showed up. Right, Detroit? Dude, I thought we played on Monday. Where were you at, Seattle? Bro, DK hit himself. We weren't going to show up. By the way, nice one, Marcus. Thanks. It actually really helps that the Ravens have our curse now. Right, Lamar? Wait. Okay, week 5 is over. And I'm not going to lie. I had a tough time with this week's power rankings. Mainly the top 10. Top 10 to 15. Not too easy for me. But let's get into the bottom feeders. Bottom 10 this week really broke my heart. Because, well, you'll get why. Let's get started. All right, we got the Texans. Panthers, Bears, Commanders, Steelers, Jets, Seahawks, Lions, Falcons, Giants, and Colts. Yes, my Steelers are now at 28. They can only get down, a few spots further. It sucks. It's heartbreaking, but we'll be on the up and up soon enough. I hope. Texans play the Bears. They have no wins. They have a half a win, I guess. So they're at 32, obviously. Panthers. Defense, I will say, respectable. Offense, complete opposite. I mean, to me, they got the worst offense in the NFL. Bears stink all around. Nothing else to talk about there. Commanders, same deal. Not good. Carson Wentz starting to show why he blows. And then the Steelers, you can't have them any higher. They suck. They lost to the Jets, who are number 27. Kenny Pickett's in. I have faith. Defense blows. I expect this team to go up in my rankings, especially when TJ Watt comes back. But their schedule is no joke. It's going to be a rough season. Jets 27. They beat the Steelers. Congrats. They got some things going for them, but still not a great team, in my opinion. Seahawks, also not good. We got the Seahawks and the Lions. That game was just like a backyard football game. It was just all offense. Defense didn't show up. Whatever. Lions, for the amount of points you guys are putting up, you should honestly have a way better record. You got to figure out the defense. You do that, then we'll be talking. 24, the Falcons. One of the teams that, not going to lie, surprised me. I had them way lower, a few weeks ago, and they're just on the up and up. They made it to the third row. Oh, my God! Baby! Whoa! That's facts. Congratulations. Not going to lie, 24, 23, and 22, you can interchange them. Giants, very, impressed by Saquon. Colts, you guys are disappointing, but whatever. 21, Patriots. They lost, but they did move up a spot. I expected them to get blown out. They're 9.5-point underdogs. They do always, no matter who they play, can find a way to be in games. I expected the Packers to blow them out, but Bill Belichick, his scheme always has a way to keep guys in, and they had a third-string QB. That's impressive to me. They're at 21. At 20, the Titans, trying to give them a little bit more respect. They pretty much handled the Colts, shut down JT. Still need to see more. I'm still not a huge Titans fan. I don't like Tannehill. Treylon Burks got carted off the field. Don't know what his condition is. Defense is being okay. They're not out of the division race yet. That division, again, worse in football to me. Saints at 19. Close game against the Vikings. Offense just can't really get anything going. Defense isn't as great. They're still good, don't get me wrong, but not as great as I thought they would be this season. To me, it all comes down to quarterback play, though. Winston's just not great. Andy Dalton, he hasn't played in a long time. He definitely was respectable in that game, but Saints, this is another team I see just sticking around this range. 18, the Raiders. Beat the Broncos. Wasn't the most impressive win. However, I think the Broncos have an amazing defense, and they did put up points on them. They had a fumble 6. Shocker, with Melvin Gordon. But they got it done. Still a 1-3 team. I'm curious to see where they go from here. But for right now, we'll put them at 18. Jags, I keep at 17. Started out 14-0 against the Eagles. I still think they're a pretty good team. Not jumping high on them, but I couldn't move them down. I still think they're playing better than the Raiders, Saints, all these guys below them. So they stay at 17. It just got sloppy. If it wasn't for all those fumbles, I really think they had a legitimate shot to win that game. They just got really sloppy. And 4 fumbles, and they lost all 4. It's just not acceptable. At 16, the Browns. Falcons beat the Browns this week. The only thing the Browns have going for them to me is Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Without that run game, I don't have that much faith. I mean, Amari Cooper's doing okay, but defense, they're missing Garrett. Still a good roster, which is why the Falcons beating them did impress me. It was a close game. Don't know where the Browns go from here. I don't know where they're going to be at in this division. I feel like if you shut the run game down, they definitely can be stopped, but we'll see how they do in these coming weeks. Cardinals, another team. Don't know much what to think of. They beat the Panthers. Congrats. You should do that. They're my number 31 team. I really wanted to see what they're like whenever Hopkins comes back, which is right around the corner. I like the way James Conner's running the ball. Defense is still kind of bend don't break, not fantastic. They haven't played great football, but somehow they are 2-2, so that whole division is. So we'll see what happens when Hopkins comes back. Broncos dropped 2 spots, lost to the Raiders. Definitely could have won that game. Defense didn't show up too hot this game. I think they really do have a good defense. Melvin Gordon, once again, fumbles. They lost Javonte Williams, so they picked up Latavius Murray. They're injured. Offense just, rust in the offense, so sparks, and then they die out. Whether it's due to a holding call, some stupid penalty that puts them back 2nd and 30, 1st and 30. It's not a fan of the coaching and the offense. Again, you guys show sparks, but then it just dies out real quick. I still have faith in this team. That offense needs to start clicking. 13 the Bengals. They move up 1 spot. Yes, they beat the Dolphins, but, Tua got hurt. It's a short week. I will say one thing that impressed me the most was the Bengals offensive line. Burrow was not running for his life. He didn't get sacked hardly at all. Run game was poor, but the pass protection was improved. I need to keep seeing that. They play the Ravens this week. If they pull a win out there, they will be back in the top 10. 12 is the Chargers. They're out of the top 10. You want to talk about a disappointed team. I know they're hurt. Bosa's out for like 2 months. Texans almost came back on them. Yeah, maybe they let off the gas a little bit. Week in and week out, I thought this would be a team that's dominating, and each week they're just disappointing me, kind of like last year, honestly. So they're going to need to improve and get some W's to kind of just bump them back in that top 10, but they are just not deserving right now. 11, another disappointing team is the Bucs. One thing I had in question was the Bucs offense, not able to put up touchdowns to get field goals, injuries, but I thought they had like a top 5 defense. Yesterday, not at all. Run game, non-existent. They ran the ball like 3 times and then completely abandoned it. It was all pass, and again, the Chiefs pretty much dominated. Score closer than what it looked to me. And they had all the receivers. I just feel like this team is clustered. Tom Brady has a lot of off-the-field issues. This team's falling off to me. They're playing the Falcons this week. That division to me now is just up in the air. Rams, again, 3 teams in a row here that are just disappointing the crap out of me. Do not look good. They did not look good at all against the 49ers. Without Cooper Kupp, what are they? They have no run game. Allen Robinson isn't doing anything. Defense, Jalen Ramsey is like a shell of himself. I think he's fallen off this year. He is not playing great. You don't hear Aaron Donald's name a lot. Stafford, he threw that pick at the end of that game. That's, dude is really known for throwing picks. It's not okay. This team is concerned. And the whole division's 2-2. I don't know who's going to win it. Right now, I'd say the 49ers. Speaking of, they're number 9 team. They looked impressive. They just remind me of last year. Fantastic defense, if not better. In offense, as long as Jimmy G can take care of the ball, they're fine. Number 8, the Minnesota Vikings. They are 3-1. They're winning these games, but again, their defense concerns me the most. And if the defense is slacking, I don't know if Kirk Cousins can carry. I like the offense. And hey, I guess as long as Kirk Cousins isn't playing in prime time, they'll be just fine. 7, the Cowboys. One of the most impressive teams to me right now. They have a big jump. They're like one of the only teams with a 3-game win streak, and they're doing it with a backup QB. They're the most balanced team. Defense is playing lights out. I thought the Eagles were going to run away in this division, but I tell you what, Cowboys, they're definitely in the mix, no doubt. I cannot wait to see these 2 teams play each other. Love the defense. I like the offense, and we'll see what happens when Dak comes back. S6, Packers. Should have blown out the Patriots, in my opinion. I like their defense a lot. Offense is still questionable. Receivers are kind of getting it a little bit. Lazard's doing okay. Dobbs is not doing too bad. And they got Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. They're 3-1. I don't see this team ever being a top 5 to me. Not saying it's not possible. They're 6 right now, but they got to keep winning, and we'll see if that offense improves. 5, the Dolphins. I didn't want to knock them too hard. Again, Tua got hurt. I really thought that defense was going to be able to get to Burrow. They did not at all. Teddy is a good enough backup. He's one of the best backups in the league. Could have won them that game, but he had that costly pick at the end. I don't know how long Tua is going to be out. I know he's rolled out this week, but it's going to be longer than that. I have no idea. We'll see how they do with Teddy. For the Ravens, I know the Dolphins beat the Ravens. The Ravens are also on a 2-game losing streak. They should have beat the Bills. They should have beat the Dolphins. Should have, could have, didn't. However, I still love this team a lot. Lamar's playing great football. I would say the game against the Bills was definitely one of his worst. I mean, he threw that pick. He was kind of sloppy the second half. But I like this team a lot, especially with Tua out. I have them at number 4. They play the Bengals this week. So that's going to tell a lot. 3, the Chiefs. The only thing keeping me from putting them higher, it was that loss to the Colts. That's it. Because at 2, I got the Bills. I wanted to have the Chiefs at 3. But again, the Bills are also 3-1. They've been a little sloppy also. Josh Allen, he has turnovers. He beat the Ravens. They very well could have beat the Dolphins. They blew that one. But they just have, they're still an insane team. They're my number 2 team. They have a little bit of concern. I think the Chiefs will probably top them, but it's only because of that Colts game that the Chiefs lost. I got them still at number 3. And number 1, the Eagles. The Eagles will be here until they lose a game. They're 4-0, the only undefeated team. I'm waiting for them to see a good opponent. They haven't faced the best. Best opponent they faced was Minnesota, and they did handle them, so I respect that. I like this team. Hurts, MVP, top MVP candidate. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know your top 5, your bottom 5. Who's your best team? What teams am I right about? What am I completely bonkers on and just being an idiot about? As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you for week 6. See ya.